Welcome to Nico Knows Best conversation slash podcast slash talk show slash whatever. I wanted to introduce Kent Anthony. Do you only go by Kent Anthony or just Kent?
Either one, yeah. Kent, for the sake of the
Okay,
conversation.
so tell us about yourself. I know you are a designer. I knew you through Austin and Noah and such. I know you always had designs, but before you really started, you moved to New York. So tell us a little bit more about that.
So, currently right now, I run a multidisciplinary design practice here in the city with an emphasis on soft tailoring and contemporary luxury menswear. But that is all kind of born from a kind of mixed up creative background. So I grew up in Colorado and was really into the fine art scene, moved to California because I got recruited to run Division I track, which was where I met Austin and Noah. Austin was a teammate.
You said run track?
Yeah, I was a short sprinter, 100, 200,
okay.
4x4.
And so, that means, but...
Yeah, just the short stuff, as short as you can get. But that's where we met. That's where I met Austin and Noah. But yeah, that's also where I studied industrial design.
That's interesting. I mean, it's rare that you see people that run track that have great style.
I appreciate it. It's I think a lot of the time it's both sectors are kind of an all-in. You're either all in the fashion scene or all in kind of the athletic scene. And I was blessed at Long Beach to have a coach that was willing to let me do both. I think most athletes have to make a choice between design school and kind of their athletic career. And my coach at Long Beach was like, "No, I'm gonna rock with you." So yeah, that's kind of how I was able to work both, which was really cool.
Okay, and what year did you move to New York?
So I've been in New York almost 2 years. So right after school, I went to
2 years. I thought it felt like 3 or 4. I don't know.
No,
are you lying to me?
I
think you're lying to me, Kent. Let me see. Let me make numbers. Let me see. So I signed Noah and Austin around 2019, 18. I don't fucking remember actually. I'm gonna say 2019. And I feel like did you not move here in 2020?
I graduated 2021 from school.
Yeah, I'm getting old. I don't even remember any of that.
2021, the year after COVID.
But you were flying back. You was flying here very often, right?
Yeah, because the third little person in our cohort, Trey.
Yeah, I love Trey.
Another model. He was in New York before all of us.
Yes, he was.
So we were always back and forth.
Back and forth with Trey.
Yeah,
that is how that works.
Yes.
I'm glad you called me out because I couldn't remember nothing, and I was gonna try to remember. But I love your stuff, and you had your first show during Fashion Week this season, isn't it?
Yeah.
So how did that go? How do you make that work? How do you get into a part of the calendar?
Honestly, I'm still not sure. The whole thing was so hectic. I had produced a bunch of smaller collections that we had released basically through social media. And an editor at Hypebeast who knew my work from both nightlife and through Instagram sent my work to somebody. And somebody liked what they saw. And I got a call 7 weeks, this was in leading up to the February showcase. So I got a call 7 weeks before the show. Didn't have a collection, not a design, not a stock of fabric. So that whole process was intense because I had no idea what I was doing. But we made it work. And we relied a lot on kind of our family and my little nexus of my design community kind of get that done.
How many looks was it?
10. Yeah.
But, I wouldn't be able to do any of that. So I dream, I was a small dream of mine, even though this is about you, obviously, but whatever. I also want to be a concept designer. I don't know if I want to have my own clothing line, but I just want to be a part of somebody else that make clothes that I can wear.
Okay,
that makes
cool.
sense?
Yeah,
it's
a
little self-centered, but I'm like, I want you to make this. I think I know it would sell. And I also just want a piece for myself. So I don't know if you need to give me money. I just need a piece of my own first.
We can talk about it.
But I always wanted to be that. So that's just me. I can live, underneath your toes or your feet or your boots, if you want me to. But yeah, that was amazing. Especially since you only was in New York 2 years, so you say. That was a huge feat. Because I don't know what would be going on in Fashion Week these days, but it's amazing because your stuff was clean. It made sense. It was wearable. I'm tired of seeing shenanigans on runways, even though people love it.
It's cool, and I think the editorial stuff really is great for the editorial space.
Right.
And I think there's always something to be said about like being able to execute your full creative fantasy.
Right.
I make clothes for men. I make clothes for men to buy. Because I want to make money.
Right.
Also, so I've kind of found, like, I think through my industrial design perspective, being able to kind of pare down and edit kind of the vision for the season into something that feels a little more wearable is just kind of where I like to live.
Right.
But yeah.
Okay. So what makes your stuff different? Like the details. So like obviously I have a coat on, so keep that to me. So like the details. Like what is your what's the word I'm looking for? You're more like what is your aesthetic?
Of course. Yeah. So everything comes back to two things. The first is kind of art forward complex minimalism. So I'll kind of break that down for you because it's like it's a little.
I still wouldn't get it, but
it's a little conceptual. But we want to take really complex ideas, thoughts, patterns, and bring it down to a space where visually it feels simple. Even if we have a lot going on the garment, it feels clean and it feels simple. And then the second thing it always comes back to is my background as an athlete in track and field. So all of the garments, the line placements, the seams are kind of replicating the muscular structure found in short sprinters. So when I cut a vent on a jacket, it's following the rib cage. The vents in the back follow the back structure. I think, and that also comes a lot from industrial design, but we're putting clothes on guys, and I feel like the seam lines should follow the human body. That's how we designed in industrial design. You don't, in a sports car, you're not just gonna throw a button in the middle of a door.
I mean, I would, but yeah.
Okay, yeah, but like the button should flow. The button should flow.
You are so smart. You're so smart.
That's how. Yeah, we just try to make it work with the human body. I mean, and it ends up designing itself because the lines of the human body really inform kind of where we're going with the season, with the collection, and we're able to just kind of put each season's vision onto kind of basically a fit model, and then it designs itself, kind of. There's a little more work in there.
You know what? You lost me already. But I heard every single thing you said. I didn't know what you meant, but it made sense. And you helped me visualize it, even though I couldn't follow what you were saying. You made it make sense, and I think I know what you're talking about.
Okay, cool. Well then, yeah, we gotta. Honestly, I don't really know what I'm talking about. Sometimes it's more.
It sounded amazing. You did great.
We're just kind of operating on what.
I felt sold, honestly. I felt sold on anything. I would have just took anything you said as like fact. To be honest.
Well, thanks.
You do a great job at interviewing. Jesus, I have to do better. I'm not gonna get better. Who cares? You know. I like what you have on. So all of this is you as well.
Well, not the tank top.
I mean, obviously, maybe
it could have been. We're not doing.
I mean, a lot of places making wife beaters that look just like that. I'm not gonna lie. I can go to 1221 Zara and get that wife beater, and it'd be a Zara one. I'm not gonna name no other people because I don't want to get in trouble today. I just feel like I'm always possibly on the edge of getting in trouble, and it's hard. It's actually hard for me to be an agent, and I'm so outspoken, and sometimes it's so hard for me to be an agent that works with these brands because I can't say my real opinion out loud here. But I would love to, but that's neither here or there, So what is the next big thing you're doing? Are you going out of the country? Is the next presentation in Paris or Milan?
So we're showing again in September here in New York.
Perfect.
And then I'm going to take a little intermission, go get a master's degree for a year in the UK. So basically with the brand, we've built up kind of a solid archive of stuff that's never got released. So after next season, obviously we'll be showing Spring Summer 24 in September. And then we will kind of start running through our archive and over the course of the next year, release the things that people have been really excited about, but we hadn't put into production yet. And then when I graduate my program, there'll be some more.
So how long you gonna be in this program though?
Just a year.
Just a year.
I'm in and out.
Yeah.
I'm in and out. Yeah.
Have you ever been to London before, Portugal? You never been to London before?
No, we're just kind of hopping. just kind of.
Well, I like London. It's very similar to New York. It's a little pricey, but they say New York is pricey. I don't never notice. If you got money, I don't know what your pockets look like. Let me mind my business. But I like London, but it's very similar to New York. If you're used to New York, it's they speak English. Let's be real. Like,
cool.
But first time they're gonna a lot of things they do in London. They're like, what did you say? As if they don't speak English either. I know we speak English different here. But they almost act like you're speaking a different language. And I'm like, bitch, you're speaking English as well. I go to a grocery store. I lived there for like 2 weeks. They're like, what did you say? I'm like, I said the same thing you just said. So you'll get used to like, what did you say a lot? As if you're speaking Spanish.
I'm not the best with words, like listening to words. So I might be the one who's like, can you repeat that for the third time? I'm sorry.
The only difference is they use different words for things we use. Like the restroom is the toilet. You know what I mean? Which like you growing up, you say the word toilet, your parents like, ew, that sounds gross, right?
Right.
Toilet, that's it. You know what I mean? What's some other weird fucking shit?
They say like crisp, right? And that's chips.
Yeah, chips. And obviously chips are fries. Mm-hmm. It's just a bunch of weird things. Tanks might be tops. Yeah, crack. Okay. I mean, crackers are biscuits.
What's a biscuit then?
Like a morning biscuit.
I don't know what a biscuit is then. What is a biscuit to them? A real biscuit? They call shirts something. I cannot remember what they call shirts.
They call pants chaps.
No, it's something. It's a tank. I think you call it a tank. They call everything a fucking tank, or something like that.
Jumpers or
jumpers. Jumpers.
Jumpers.
I don't understand how that makes sense. I feel like our language makes a little bit more sense because a jumper to me, I guess because I'm an idiot. A jumper to me is a jumper, and to them calling a sweater jumper is just, I just don't know how they got that. But you know what? It's a really great place, and you're gonna like it.
Cool. I'm excited.
And it's really close to like other places. Like I'd never travel from London to other places, but obviously I don't know.
Okay.
But it's great.
I feel like we're gonna make it work.
You make it. What area are you staying in?
Of course.
What area are you staying in?
Oh, sorry. I have no idea. School's in Kensington, so
I don't know what that is.
I don't. So we're gonna stay somewhere.
You didn't think to visit this place before you went?
So I can't leave because of my show. I have so much work to do in New York.
London's like 6 hours away. You can go there for like 3 days.
Yeah, we're just gonna hop on.
It makes sense. There's so many people that go to places they've never been before, and I'm like, but you going there for school? It's not like you're going there for leisure.
Right. No, it's gonna be cool.
You're forced to be there anyways. Might as well be surprised instead of going there and not being surprised. But it's a very safe place. Yeah. I mean, you might can get shanked, but at least you can't get shot. I mean,
it's fine. It'll be cool.
Nobody's gonna bother. It's cameras everywhere. Like you check out camera. The camera, you see the camera looking at you. Like it will show the camera looking at you. You're like checking out, the camera's looking at you. So you can't get away with anything there. So don't be stealing or anything. I don't know you're that type of person or not. But I can't wait to go back to London. I think I'm going back sometime in December for a wedding that I don't want to go to. It's with my partner. It's his best friend. Maybe I shouldn't say this right here, but. It's his partner. It's when his best friends is having a wedding, and I have to be a great boyfriend, and I have to go.
Weddings are fun.
No, they're not. I don't like them.
I feel like you don't drink enough then. If you drink enough,
enough drinking can make me be around people I don't like. You know what I mean?
Okay,
that doesn't work for me. I'm like, I still hate you, bitch. I still hate you. So this is like the third wedding. I wish my boyfriend had less friends. I'm going to say that. But yeah, I am going to London. That was off topic, wasn't it? But listen to me. Like, I'll always be off topic if you ask me. But I can't look forward. Maybe I can be invited to your next show.
Of course.
I mean, or a presentation. I'll definitely come. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'm busy.
No, done. Say
but
less.
I will come because I want to support you and obviously Austin. We finally met.
Yeah, finally. Because we've been, I don't know, I've heard about you forever, right? Like forever. And it's finally meet you.
I run into Trey every fucking random fucking chat. He's at lunch and dinner at every fucking restaurant.
Trey is outside. He's
love
outside.
Trey,
but Trey is outside. I'm not.
What are you doing?
Sewing.
You know what? That makes sense. I know how to sew a little bit.
Okay, cool.
I just sew zippers on shit. Like I've made some shit. You know what I mean? I can't sew like you. I'm not gonna act like I can, but I can.
If you can make some zippers, I might give you a call. Maybe
I ain't doing that.
The show, we might need some.
I don't do slave labor.
Okay, fair.
I can do a little zhuzh, you know what I mean? Like something that you can't be seen. I would never sew something that you can see. Like I used to like make my pants skinnier by like sewing the inside of it or taking it apart. But I'm not like, I don't have the patience. I want to just say, can you make this? And you make it.
I get that.
I'm lazy. Just make it. I'm like, I want something like this. I can't even sketch either. I'm like, some shapes. And I'm like, this is what I want, right? I can't even explain it to you. But
no, I'm tracking. I'm tracking. Because that is, I've worked in like basically customizations for a while. So I am.
Okay.
I understand that whole side of things.
Oh. Yeah. So if I can bring you some stuff to be customized, I'm just playing. I wouldn't.
I mean, theoretically, yes.
But you're busy.
But not before the show.
No, I would never do that. I like to support people by buying the stuff that they actually make. I am that type of supporter friend. It's so many different types of support. It's not just showing up, it's by actually purchasing something. That is a form of support because that money goes back into you could use it for 100%. Production. You know what I mean? Like, so I am definitely that friend. So I would definitely come buy something and I'll definitely wear it because I don't need, or use it during the shoot. I'm also good for that. But do you have any questions for me? I know you're not a model, but I'm like, you're a designer, so.
I don't know. Okay, now I'm putting on the spot. Yeah, I gotta come up with something.
Okay, I'm gonna put you in the seat. Okay, this is your podcast. This is Kit Anthony Knows Best.
Okay. Let's talk about the casting process for Fashion Week. When you guys are on the designer side, I'm gonna give you guys some like behind the scenes.
My show. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. We get like basically show packages for the models, and then we go look through the show packages and then request, can I get this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy? They come in for a casting and then hopefully a fitting and then hopefully the show if everything goes well.
I'm exhausted.
So when you, I am too, just thinking about it. I am too. But when you guys are putting together the show packages, how do you curate those?
Well, we try to put people that are actually have the chance of doing something during Fashion Week. You never know what clients are looking for that season, so sometimes we don't put everyone in there, but we put the people that have more of a fashion aesthetic. Like they're maybe on the skinnier or slimmer side. We're not gonna put buff people in the packages. Depends on the client. But we also cater to what the calendar looks like. So if we see the calendar and we wait till we see the calendar and we see what clients are on there, and then that's how we kind of put our show package together. Okay. Cool. So if we see like a Moschino, so we see a Moschino or something, and we know it's gonna be a little bit of a sexier guy, so we'll throw a little sexy guys in there. But if it's nothing but like high fashion shows, we're not about to put anybody buff in there. Anybody with muscles or leg with calves, they're not going in the package. But so it's really catered to what the clients are. Fashion Week is a shit show, but
and it is.
It's not. It used to be one of my favorite times of the year. It no longer isn't. It's not. Wow. It's just not. They kind of bore me now, but maybe because I've been doing it a long time. I'm not a kid anymore. I'm coming in like, oh, fashion shows, and I'm like, I don't go to shows though.
Why not?
Because it's like you take an hour to sit down for a 15-minute show. I'm sorry, I'm going to cut it down. 10-minute show. And I'm just like, maybe for the people that are like social butterflies, that's what they're coming there for.
Right.
I'm not a social butterfly. So I'm not going to talk to people I don't know. So I'm just going to be awkwardly standing around until the show happens. Then I'm going to awkwardly escape and go home. And honestly, I could just watch the show from my phone.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Me. That's fair. It is a whole thing I do not love about Fashion Week is the social and clout chasing side of things. I'm just not into it. It's not my world. I just want to put clothes on a runway, send them down, talk to buyers, and then my PR team can deal with all that type of stuff. But it's like a necessary evil, unfortunately, right now.
It is. Right.
We gotta have it. So love all y'all influencers, love you.
Yeah.
But
you don't have to force yourself to do it. Like I have to force myself to do it. That's why you see me outside a lot more. Like I'm outside. Yeah, I'm outside. Like that's not my natural being to be outside. But like you kind of get to a stage in your business where you have to be a little bit more social, and socialize with people that you may not prefer to. Not because you dislike them, just because you don't like them on the inside. You know what I mean? And I think that's the nicest way I could put that. But that's my regular day life. You know what I mean? But most time, like, I can't fake it. If I don't like you, I don't like you. I'm not going to speak to you long. If you see me just say hey to you and I walk away, I might not like you, you know. But if I will sit there and try to have an awkward conversation with you, that means I like you a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
That's fair.
So that's me. That's my.
No, I feel like we roll kind of the same.
Yeah, I mean.
I'm not. This is a great thing about Austin and Trey, right? They'll talk to everybody.
They will. They're so annoying.
If we're going out with somebody, I ain't gotta say nothing. I can just stand there, throw in my 2 cents every 5-6 minutes, and it's cool.
Well, okay, that's
they
right.
They make friends, and then all of a sudden I'm friends because they're friends with Austin and Trey, which is so beautiful.
No, I love that. I always have a friend that's more social than me.
Yeah.
And I drag them around everywhere because they allow me to meet people I was never going to talk to.
100%.
Like, I have so many of those friends. They're amazing. I love them so much. So kudos to those friends I have that are like social butterflies that's making me talk to fucking strangers. I love that. I love it so much. I love it. It was something I wanted to ask you, and now my mind went blank because I'm an idiot. What is your sign? I'm just curious. I'm just asking it.
Wait, you gotta guess.
Lame. I'm just kidding. What is it?
I'm a Cancer.
Oh, I was gonna say that.
See, you should.
I really was.
You should rock with it.
I was really about to say Cancer because I'm a Cancer.
Oh, okay. Wait, your birthday's coming up or just passed?
My birthday already passed. I'm a June Cancer, so I'm better than you.
I'm a June Cancer, so we're the same.
Oh, when is your birthday? When is
the 29th?
Mine's the 28th.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh my God, we know each other.
Yeah.
Oh my God, how old are you?
25.
Me too.
Yep.
I'm 25 too. Wow. Okay, so I'm not better than you. Normally, like, I think I'm better than the Cancers this in July.
The June Cancers are the best.
They are. I mean, the July Cancers will say different, but that's why we have no war against them because they think they're better. Like they thought they were going to be Leos, but God said no, and their parents said not.
Right.
So yeah. Okay, that's cool. Okay. So I fuck with you. We got to be friends because we both 25.
Yep.
Yeah, we both 25, and we both. Your birthday is
the 29th.
After mine.
Yeah.
So I'm still a little bit better than you because my birthday is before yours. So if we count in nuggets, I'm the winner.
I'll let you rock with it.
So what did you do for your birthday? Just ask you briefly.
I found out that I'm no longer 21 in the worst possible way. I drank too much. Actually, my birthday was beautiful. The next morning, I woke up and I was like, whoa. Because I used to be able to just do whatever I wanted at night, wake up, feel like a superhero in the morning. No longer a superhero.
Yeah, I've never been a drinker, so I don't know that feeling.
Good for you.
I literally just kind of started drinking, and I'm like,
okay,
not really for me. But they always get me, because guess what? I'm lazy. I don't like holding cups. So if you give me a drink, I'm going to drink it really fast just to sit it down. And that's the trick, and that's how I always get up. And I get, like, turned into a whole white woman, like a white girl. Like, I just want to have fun.
Oh, my God, I love this.
No, I don't love it for me.
I love it for you.
And I need to stop. There's also calories and carbs, or carbs, calories. I don't know which. Those things, yes.
Yep.
And I don't want a beer belly. I want a flat stomach.
I mean, I'm sure you're fine.
Because I have to work out.
Well, working out is good for you, like, anyway, so.
Allegedly, I guess.
Yeah.
But that's not why I'm doing it, just to be real. And they just tell her I'm not working out because I'm trying to be healthy on the inside. I mean, if y'all wanted to know that secret, there you go. I'm working out because I like the way I fit into clothes. There you go. I like the way it looks in clothing. And when I'm not in clothing. But anyway, that's neither here or there. So any last words for our guests before we let you sashay out of here?
Oh, man, I just appreciate the opportunity to come and chat and meet you, talk a little bit about what I do, my crazy little design world. And, yeah, look forward to seeing you.
Perfect.
Get ready for September and that kind of stuff.
I'm not looking forward to that, but yeah. So I also have one, like, are you a natural blonde? I know you're not.
This
it's
is
okay.
all natural.
First lie you told all day. So thank you so much for coming, Kent Anthony. I really appreciate you. I know it was very last minute.
Of course. No
and
worries,
I was just very happy that Trey could help, for us finally meet because I do respect what you do. And I admire entrepreneurs, especially ones that have great taste, because not all of them do. So I'm glad you really came and you were on time, unlike some other people. Oops, I can't help it. I can't help myself. But yeah, I hope you'll be really great, and I'm going to make sure that I attend your next presentation or show. I would definitely be there.
Okay.
Just tell me the date.
Done.
Obviously, I'm gonna be in town, unfortunately, but yes, I will. Tell me the date, and I'll be there.
Awesome.
Thank you so
Awesome,
much.
awesome,
Bye.
awesome. Thank you. Bye.